What's up, guys? Got something really cool to show you today. This fall, last fall, coming into the spring, we made a decision to just go all out this spring and just grow literally as much food as possible, and it is already started. So we've got like a lot of different growing methods happening, but I want to show you guys this really cool thing. Watch this. This year we decided to go to Baker Creek and get these heirloom like cylindrical beets. They just looked awesome. So we got those going out, and then we also decided to go with this mammoth. I mean, picture doesn't do it justice. It's literally like bigger than my forearm in the ground. Normally used for fodder, but this particular variety of this mammoth red mangle will get you, you know, if you get it out at the right time, it can be soft enough. So check this out. Let's head back here to the garden. We want to really lessen our work. So if you haven't been watching our videos and seeing how we do it and seeing how the benefit of like using keyhole gardens as opposed to straight rows, well, here's another quick method that you can do. So this is just burlap that we got in a roll. You can get burlap sacks. Matter of fact, the sacks would probably be better because you get a double layer of coverage. But right here, as you can see, like boom, like nothing too much. This is on the northern face of this fence, so it's got its own microclimate right here. But watch this. This has just stayed wet for maybe, I don't know, about a week. Now I'll zoom in so you can kind of see what's up, but all I did is I came in and sprinkled this seed on top of this sheet mulch, and there is quite a number of beets coming up. Now I don't know about you guys, but I've propagated many beets from seed, and it's not the funnest thing to do when they're so small. Now that burlap sack, you see, it only went from like that little half section over here and a little bit back there. But this side, it didn't get the sack at all. And so I just threw these down, kept it with this microjet sprinkler here. And again, because of the microclimate and it stayed moist, here we go. Now, I'm going to come back. If you just joined us, I'm going to come back to this and like show you this particular setup again. But I want to take you to another part of the garden and show you something else. Here we go. Same situation happening here. I have 3 types of carrots here, and that's only because of what we were doing. The carrots that were here, really nice heirloom carrots. And if I lift this up, and I get a little bit closer, you can see there's maybe one, and I can't even say that's a carrot. We got a couple here. We got just a couple here, if you can see my fingers. Not too much germination happening here. So what's the difference? Well, and really carrots only need about 3 days of staying wet, right? The big difference on this is this particular area in the garden, let me go ahead and turn the camera back around. This particular area is much more open to the wind and open to the south sun, even though that mulberry tree is giving us some shade. And so this dries out, and it got real windy here in the last storms the last week. And these were planted the same, or the seed packets were literally just scattered the same day. And this is a failed version of that. And really, it should have been easier to do this with the carrots. So you can literally mix carrots and radishes together, do this method, and go. So some caveats to this: if you have it in the open sun, and it's, you know, Texas days where 90 a minute and then 40 the next. This is probably not the best method to use unless you can guarantee you can keep it moist. But if you put it in the right microclimate, like back over here, as you can see, it's doing well. All right, so here, let me I'll go back over it again for those who have just joined. You can kind of see. Give me just a second. All right, so what is this like easy method for growing like a lot of seeds, really? But today we're talking about beets, carrots, and radishes. Let me show you. In permaculture, and for those who were with me during the very start of this video, yeah, by all means, listen again. We're looking for very effective ways to not work so hard, right? So this, and I got one other thing too. So if you have been from the beginning, I got one other thing to show you that you'll definitely want to see. This is a keyhole garden, right? So it's access. I'm not going to go into that right now, but that makes it a much more efficient to work a garden. This is just like packets of beet seeds I just threw out around this small, very small keyhole. I put a burlap sack on it. I kept it wet for about a week. And if you can see, we've got lots and lots of germination. I mean, that's really awesome. And if you want a side-by-side, oh, and we even got some mushrooms coming up right there, right there. If you want a side-by-side comparison, that burlap sack only came to about right here where my microjet sprinkler is. And then here, come down, we still got germination in the sheet mulching bed by just literally throwing out the seeds. So we got more with the burlap sack, less without the sack, but it's really because we're in this microclimate that's right on the north side of that. We still will get some sun, but it's keeping this area moist. And as you can see, it's pretty moist to look at. And if we go back over here, this bed is much more exposed to the sun. So it was an experiment. So this is much better for peppers and okra. But this is much more dry. I mean, look at the mulch here. It's just a lot drier. So this particular, because of the area we put this in, exposed to the wind and exposed to the sun, it didn't get as much germination. All right, I want to show you one other thing. And, well, first and foremost, like, look at that. That's like total food forest, low maintenance. Look at all that superfood in the form of white clover. Look at all this dew and ephemeral water that just stays. Tree collards. I just, pawpaws. I just get excited. And look at this. The little flowers on the jujubes are coming up, or about to bud up. To see something back there like, some more white clover, perennial, obviously it's going to take off. But this is literally red Russian kale seed, again, right on the northern side of this fence that I just threw out, didn't cover it at all. Just in this section here. All right here. From here all the way over here. It was a whole packet. I think every one of those kale seeds germinated. So, show you something else real quick. Just wanted you to really see the simplicity of growing your own food if you're building your gardens right. This is what it looks like when you propagate kale, which we do too, because you never know, right? And even this is a low maintenance method, but it still takes a lot more work than just throwing those seeds out. You could also do the same with celery, by the way. And you want to with celery because look at it. I mean, you've got to thin it out, but that's a packet of celery and it just grows like a carpet. This is going to be hard to transplant. It's tedious. Just putting this out on the garden bed with that burlap sack is going to make a lot more fun. So, all right, guys. By all means, share it. Let people know. Just start growing your own food. It's literally that simple. We love you.